Hi folks, if you've been watching some of my videos, you'll know that I'm going to be doing a rebuild of my main PC just after Christmas, and I thought it would be good to show you what's going to be coming, what components I'm going to be using. That's why this video is called Coming Soon. First of all, let's start with the motherboard. I'm going to be fitting the Gigabyte G31M ES2L. I know it's a socket 775 board. As I say, this is not a new build, it's just a rebuild of my existing PC. So my Core 2 Duo processor, which I've not had that long to be honest, is going to be going in here. I've picked this board for a number of reasons. Firstly, because it's good at overclocking, and as I'm getting into overclocking, I've got a processor that's good at overclocking, but a board that won't really allow it to overclock that much. This seems to be the board to go for, and as those of you who know anything about this board, it's very, very cheap. It's a budget board, but overclocks very, very well. It's also will take 4 gigabytes of DDR2. At the moment, my board will only take 2 gigabytes, so I can get some more memory in there. And there are more SATA connectors on here. There's 4. There's only 2 on my other board, so I'm kind of limited in some of the upgrades that I can do. So this will probably see me right for another year or so before I think about a complete new system. So that's why we've gone for this board. The case is a case called KM6788, and I'm not going to get this out of the box at the moment, but you can see a picture on the side there, and I'll also put a picture in this video as well. This again is another budget item, but again it's been given very, very good reviews because what you get for the money is unbelievable. So it's got some of the things I've been looking for in a new case. It's got the bottom mounted PSU, it's got good cooling potential, lots of spaces for lots of fans. I can actually get a 120mm fan on the back of this case. It's good for cable management. There's holes in the motherboard tray already. It's a toolless operation for putting in hard drives and optical drives. Also the USB ports and the on-off switches are at the top, which when you're like me and you've got your tower down on the floor, that's really good because you don't have to bend too far then. So it's going to be a great case. I'm not going to open the box much more actually, because this is going to get wrapped up and given to me on Christmas morning, so I don't really want to be peeking too much in there. Right, initially that was all I was going to do, a new case, a new motherboard, but then I got to thinking, well, you know, my fan controller on my existing case is set for the cooler that I'm using, and then I didn't really want to reuse that cooler, to be honest. I don't know, I don't fancy trying to prise the backplate off, I think, but I just thought it'd be good to try something different, because although my existing cooler is good, I don't know, I just thought I could do something a little different. And this is a Ace-Tech Vapor Chill Micro Ultra Low Noise. These have been around for years. I think this came out about 2005, 2006, and I picked this up for next to nothing. You should be getting to know me by now. I like to pick up stuff for next to nothing. And this will actually shift, it tells me, 150 watts of heat, which is quite amazing. It was one of the earliest heat pipe designs. If you can see anything on the back there, you could just see the top of the heat pipes. It's kind of a tower cooler, but it's quite thin. It's not a big tower. It's got an ultra low noise fan, which I have tested, and it is a bit loud by today's comparisons, I think. So, but the thing is, with this, you can put any 92mm fan on that you want. But it also does come with a fan controller. If you can just see that in the bottom there. When you turn that down to minimum, it's very, very quiet actually. Yet when the fan's on full, I can feel it pushes a lot of air. So I think that actually could be a very good cooler. My only problem is the fan controller will mount on the back, and I don't like stuff mounted on the back, but I'll probably do that to start off with, and then probably think about how I can move it to the front. I'm probably going to get a new fan controller at some point anyway. So that's the cooler that we're going to be using. And if you've watched one of my early vids, you'll already know about this. Kingston HyperX Blue DDR2 800 memory, 4 gigabytes of there. So I'm not even going to reuse the memory that I'm using at the moment, because what I'm going to end up having, I think, is 2 distinct systems. So I've got enough here so that I don't have to reuse anything, and then not be left with a spare, if you see what I mean. So the Corsair power supply that I've got at the moment, that's going to go across into the new build, and I'm going to be sticking one of my old FSP ones in the existing case. So in effect, I'll have 2 builds, I guess, and I'll probably do some mods on the existing case that I've got, because again, you know, it then doesn't matter if it doesn't quite work out. And anyway, you know me, I've got more and more computers, more than I probably know what to do with, really. So it'll probably go to one of the kids when I finished, a bit like Old Faithful did. So that's what's coming soon. Check out the videos after Christmas when you'll get the chance to see it all together. Thanks for watching.